This ad looks fantastic. Really clean. It's very professional. It looks like feel like I'm looking in a magazine. It's very, very good. A couple of things I would like you to think about. United We Expose, a little bit small. We're going to increase the size of that. Right now, it's a little small in relationship to the size of the, sorry about that. Didn't want to do that. To the size of the head. Subhead's a look. Oh, I just figured out what's going on. Sorry. Okay, subhead is a little bit, well, it's not even really that. It's just that the United We Expose is, it's a pretty powerful, and I think it should be treated as such. It's a very powerful headline, and I think it should be treated as such. Good job with these logos. Great job. Fantastic. Um, Okay, right here, I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to do it. Let me see. You have to be able to see this, so I have to do it this way. I can't do it with my keyboard shortcuts because you won't see it. Specifically, I'm looking at this area right here. This is a problem. And now look at that area and we can see why it's a problem. And now you can start to see. You probably didn't see it at first, but now you can really see it's got some really strange spacing up there. That copyright mark is encroaching on the serif for the P on that descender, and it's just a problem. And you get, and oh, plus that has to be capitalized canon, and also it's yeah, capitalized because it's a product. It has to be capitalized. The R doesn't have to be that big. You don't have to create this space right here. Push it up a little bit instead of subscripting. You might have to place it by hand. Or simply put an asterisk at the end of the sentence if it's a problem, and then you don't even really have to do anything with the asterisk because it's a given that it's pointing towards something. It will be understood that Canon is referring to the camera. I think it's pretty obvious. Okay, typographically, good job moving that down. That's great. That's great. Fantastic. So much better. That little change right there. Okay, and then let's take a look at the placement of the logo. Right now, this is an odd. This is very odd because you've got 3 lines for the address, and then you've got what would amount to 1 line and 2 lines for the logo. So you get this kind of weird negative space right here. I'm wondering if you didn't span one logo here, present your type in 1, maybe 2 lines. Then finally, my last suggestion is there's 2 images in here that I would rather not see in this ad. And well, I should say 2 more since you removed that one. It looks so much better. Let's jump in here. This one right here is an issue. And I'm going to tell you why. It's an issue because, it's a horrific image. Yes, it's serving the purpose. However, at this distance right here, at the zoom level right here, it's starting to look like instead of a human deformity, it's starting to look like it's a mistake or it's a bad image, poor quality image. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't want that to be the possibility in such a gorgeous piece. And then I would, you know what? This is pushing it, man. It's too much. It's just too much. We get it. We get it with the images. You don't have to add this like little frightful kid in here in the camera. Plus, I'm not real sure if showing basically what looks like a third world crying child in the lens of the product might be something that might raise questions by the client, so to speak. So, and I think it's an issue. I would not use that image in there. Other than that, looking great. This piece looks fantastic. This is it's so cool because now you don't have all that, what am I supposed to think? What's going on? Let the movie tell the story. You don't have to tell the story on the cover. Okay, the legs look great. See how this is, you have this graded out to black. I would grade these legs closer to the calf area right here. I think you're showing too much. So remember, you're just showing them. I'm going to move the legs down a little bit and then just grade that out to black. This type right here, I have lost one of my tools. I have to, I know what. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Sorry, okay, got it back. Now, I want to draw some quick guides. Let's take a look. Okay, you see that right there? You're so close to the edge. That's what would be considered a no print zone. And it's at least an 1/8 inch. Many printers prefer a 1/16 of an inch. For that reason, I would pull that anything that's encroaching that line, pull it over, pull it back. Doesn't have to be quite so large. You can take that whole thing right there and just reduce the size of it. Same that type has to be pulled in a little bit. And then same thing with your top margins. Right now, your top margin here is much less than your bottom margin here. So let's get those. I would place that accordingly. And other than that, looking fantastic. Great edits. Good job. Any questions, comments, or anything else? Give me a holler. Thanks, man.